Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, ecstatic ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Derrius Royster, and it's story time. Before I start the story time, I'd love to give a huge shout out and thank you to my boy Timeless Tim. He makes amazing YouTube content and priceless Instagram posts. Y'all know what to do. His stuff is on the screen. His YouTube and his Instagram. All right, let's get back to the video. All right, y'all. Y'all already know how it goes. I went to sleep. I had me a little memory dream. But this memory took place on prom day. All right, so prior to this, I ain't have no prom date. My mom set me up with a prom date the day before prom, cause her boyfriend ain't want to go with her. God damn. So she went with me. And I'm gonna be honest with you, she wasn't my cup of tea. I don't want to be mean, rude. She may look beautiful in another man's eyes, but she done melted mine. All right, let's get to it. So we on our way to prom, driving, cause we late. Cause I done gave them the wrong location to take pictures at. Cause me and the homies, we was all supposed to take pictures, but they was already there, so we was late. So I hopped in her parents' car, and we started to drive to the prom. And I ain't gonna lie, everyone was mad at me. It was my fault, but I didn't care. Whoa! Anyway, we was zooming there. Her mom was doing about 110. Ain't get caught by no cops. She was doing the dash. And I see why. We was late. This was big for her daughter, but it wasn't too big for me. So we on our way. 2 minutes later, cause she going so fast, we get to the prom. And we there. And they wanted to take pictures of me and her. That's where I drew the red flag. I wasn't taking no pictures. I didn't want to be here with you, with her. But I had to be nice, so I flip my face around and say, yeah, I take some pictures. But them pictures better not go online. And guess what happened? Them pictures ended up online. And I tried my hardest to make her feel like I wanted to be there with her. And it was hard, and I was done trying. So right when we walked into prom, everyone was dancing. The lights were live. The music was loud, booming. And I walked in with a sad face. So she saw that sad face. She was like, oh, you don't have to stay with me the whole prom if you want to. You can go with your friends or do something. And I really thought about it long and hard. And after 5 seconds of thinking, I dipped. I was gone. Zoom. And I went to go do me. But there was really nothing to do because, everyone had a date. All the girls sitting on the sidelines. They wasn't my cup of tea either. So, sat there bored. Closed my eyes, about to take a little nap. It's kind of boring seeing all my boys dancing with their prom date. And I ain't have one. Well, I have one, but I ain't have one. So, I'm sitting there and I'm just thinking what to do. By this time, I didn't have a car. I had a license, but I didn't have no car, so I couldn't just go home. And even if I did go home, my mom finna yell. Because prior to her setting me up with this prom date, she bribed me. She said, if you go with her, I get you 2 pair of sneakers. and a video game. And hey, that was a lot to me. So, I accepted. All right, fast forward. I'm at the prom sitting there bored. Till I look over to the right of my shoulder. And there's a girl sitting there bored too. The same face as me. So I look over. I was like, oh, snap. I'm about to go dance. So I looked over. I said, hey, what's up? You looking bored? You trying to dance with me? I could put a smile on your face. And she looked over at me and said, oh, I'd be honored. And I was like, let's get it. So, we went up to the floor. Wobble Baby was playing. And we started to dance until she did the unexpected. It was unusual. She done turned around and threw that thing back. And I looked at her. She ain't see me look at her, but I was looking at her. And I said, you about to make me cut up.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
But I kept my comments to myself. So, she grounded that thing on me. Yada, yada, yada. The dance was over. We went to go sit down, talk. She became my crush. So we sitting there talking. Basically, we talked the whole prom. Through the whole prom. We didn't do too much dancing. That was the only dance we did. And then we danced at the end. And they was playing some lovey-dovey trash. I wasn't in love. I was just looking for a companion. I was in love. I ain't even gonna care. So, the last song comes on. I get up and she's looking at me. I said, may I have this dance? And she said, oh, yes. Yes, you can have this last dance. And I said, let's get to it. She grabbed my hand. I pulled it to the floor. We did some salsa reggae, slow dancing type stuff. Spin her in a circle, dip her down. But I ain't going for no kiss because we just met. That's too far. So I had me a good old jolly time. She gave me her Snapchat by the end of the night, her number, everything. I went home a happy camper. But as I look to my left, I see the girl who I was supposed to go to prom with. And she sat there with a sad puppy face. And I thought to myself, I done messed up. So what do I do now? So, I scooted over and I said, you was looking good tonight. I was kind of jealous when I saw you dancing out there by yourself. She's like, stop it, you're lying. And I told her, I sure am. And then we went home, got in my mom's car, and we drove back. So proceeding on to the next morning, I texted her, the girl I met at prom, not the one I went with. And I said, what's up? And she said, oh, hey. I was like, you trying to go to the movies sometime soon today? And she told me, I have a boyfriend. God damn. And it went all bad from there. That's the end. And the lesson from today's story is, don't get attached. Don't get too attached. It was just a dance, man. 2 dances. That's all it was. But hey, you don't need nobody. You fine by yourself. At the end of the day, you got you and you. I'm out, man. Ooh, it's hot.